everyone, welcome back, and I do hope everybody's doing good. Today we're going to go over a few things. The first one, a question I've been asked. I know a lot of you that have reached out to me are getting ready to go on cruises. I have a group that is getting ready to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and when I saw this, I said I might better update people, just kind of let them know. If it doesn't affect you, great. If it does, at least now you have the information. There was also another update that I saw that I thought that you might want to be aware of, those that are getting ready to go on the cruise as well. So let's get to those. A lot of you are referring to something I mentioned in the video before, things to know before you cruise. If that's something that interests you, you can go back and see that video. But we spoke about not being able to bring surge protectors on the ship. And no, you really cannot. But with that being said, a lot of people think, oh, I can't bring an extension cord, or I can't bring an actual, surge protector. The thing is, there are other multi-plug devices that they are now saying that they are going to ban. And even though it does not look like a surge protector, such as something like this, it is protected. So it is actually a surge protected device. Nothing along those lines is allowed, and now they've actually increased the ban as of September 18th to include the multi-plug device, this device. With that being said, I know that I spoke about what I use when I cruise, and I actually use that because I want more plugs. And I can actually use the plug that most of us don't use, which is the European plug. And that one has an adapter such as this. It's going to have the two prongs in the back, but it still has your plugs as well as USB. This one, not protected. This is not a surge protected device. I will link this so that you guys can go research it below. From what we're hearing, that is still fine. We're also not exactly sure how they are going about enforcing this, multi-plug devices. But like I said, as of September 18th, they actually put it in the media that yes, this was a device that they are banning. A Royal Caribbean specifically is adding it to their banned items on board list. So because many of you spoke to me and said you were going to be cruising Royal Caribbean, I thought, oh, let me make sure that everyone knows what's going on, at least the people who I know follow me. So that is one of the things that you might want to consider a option B or a plan B in regards to having something else, just in case it doesn't make it back to your cabin. They, like we've said, they do go through your luggage, they go through machines. Just in case it's one of those things that does not make it back to your cabin, have an option B, whether it be a power block, whether it be another way to, charge your devices. Just keep in mind that is one of the things that they are looking for now. Again, I'll put the link to what I take. And when you're going online, there are so many items that you can look at that say cruise safe multi-plug devices. Just really research and make sure that it is not surge protected, because like the one I showed you, those are one of those things that people think, oh, it's just a multi-plug device. It's not. It's actually surge protected, and you cannot have it. Another thing that was brought up was an adult only area. And yes, there are adults only areas on cruise ships. The Royal Caribbean line, however, they're what we would consider adult, and maybe what the cruise lines consider adult, are two totally different things. And for those who don't know, 16 was the limit for adult only. So if you are 16 and above, you could access the solarium, you could access the hot tubs, you could even go into bars. No, you cannot drink. 21 is still the age, but you could go in with an adult, obviously, and be drinking non-alcoholic beverages. Well, they have now upped the age, and this isn't a new thing, but apparently a lot of people were not aware of it. It is 18 now. So you have to be 18 to enter any of these areas. Same thing still applies as far as drinking goes. It is 21, but I thought that maybe that might be something that would interest you, or that maybe you weren't aware of. So the solarium areas, which is your separate pool area that has like your cabana chairs and items around it, such as that, that is an area that apparently they're going to be enforcing their 18 and up area. And you pay money to enjoy your cruise, and if there's something specific that you want to do, you should be able to do it. If the kids want to go to their area of the ship and have fun, they should be able to do that. Same with adults. If you're going to go to an area that maybe you don't want kids splashing in the pool because you have no intention of doing so, or you want to find an area where you can read your book or catch up on something, I think that enough people have said something now that it's going to be something that they enforce. So while Royal Caribbean is one of those absolutely family-friendly cruise lines, they are trying to make sure that every cruiser on board's needs are met. So again, keep that in mind. And we're speaking of the adult-only area. The solarium that we're speaking of does have a grill area there on the bistro on the Oasis and the Quantum class ships. The children are allowed to eat in that area. That is an option. You can also pass through, going to somewhere else. You just cannot use the pools, the hot tubs, or the recliners in that solarium area, as well as any other area that is deemed adult only on the ship. If there's any questions that you have of me, please ask. I will do my very best to answer them for you. You're not bothering me. I've had several people say, oh, I know you're busy. Yeah, I'm busy, but I do this for you. So if you have any questions, ask. I'll do my very best to find the answer for you. If you want to message me, if there's something that you don't necessarily want to leave in a comment on YouTube, message me. You can find me on social media. I'm definitely out there. Tiff Traveled What's Next. Hope you found this interesting. As always, ask away with any questions you have. I'll do my very best to answer them for you. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I also ask if you could subscribe. It really helps me out. It's the only way YouTube knows that you're looking for my videos or look forward to them in the future. So thanks to all that subscribed. Thanks for watching as always. And until the next adventure, see you next time. I'm looking at myself and not the camera. Hi. You can find me on social media. I'm definitely out there. Tiff Traveled. A multi-plug advice. A multi-plug device advice. I'm giving advice about a device.